showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky, mystery surround us, legends never die. Live here for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hey everybody, it's the Tin Rockton 100 and welcome back to more of Torna the Golden Country. Yeah, you know what DLC this is from. Last time, we gotten started with taking care of these golden monsters. We took care of one of them in particular, and it was a bit of a challenge at first. But this time, we're going up against the next one that we can go after, and I consider this one to be the second hardest of them all. So, you may have noticed a couple of things. My money is now much more than it was from before. There's something else I don't want to show you. When we ended off the last episode, we were kind of like maybe in our mid-60s or something like that. Well, we are now in the high 70s. Yeah, let that sink in for a moment. Battling these golden monsters will help with leveling up your buddies. Not only that, but they'll also help out with leveling up your Blade's Trust with their affinity. Oh, right, and we also finished the affinity chart hit as well with our Blades as well. So, let's see here. I would like you to use a couple of these as well. I will use the Hustle Marinade with Laura.
I always make sure to get my 5 veggies a day. How about you?
And I would also like to have with Laura for this Community Spirit.
What a fascinating story.
Hayes, you're going to be just as important with this. For Adam, we'll give you the Eternity Perfume.
Ooh, someone's got good taste.
Yes, we do. And we'll go ahead and give you... yeah, sure, Wingberry Cake.
Good for the body and for the soul.
For Hugo... Let's see if we could potentially make anything else. I guess we can match up with your Ardanian taste.
It's an honor and a vivid pleasure.
Ew. And... yeah, sure, we'll give you the Galaxy Charm as well. So... with that... oh my. Let's go through here and talk to the Archsage. Or, excuse me, the Half-Archsage. Bit of a cool trivia. The Nutbond Half-Sage actually doesn't talk like an ordinary Nutbond. He actually kind of talks to her more in the actual third person like any other people. So, the next one, Gibson's location. Yeah, sure, we'll get the Thylox location as well, depending on how much time we have. The Herculean Gibson can be found on Waka Moor in Torna. That's actually right outside where we are. Mesmer Thylox can be found in the Steam Sand Corridor in Torna. I'm gonna warn you right now. This particular golden monster we're going after is not exactly for the faint of heart. This one is a monster for a very good reason. And like I said, I consider this one to be the second hardest out of all of them.
Pleasant stroll.
In fact,
Remember our destination.
you're already seeing it right in front of us. See that one with the big tail that's coming? That's now literally charging right at us right there? That's it. The Herculean Gibson. Stick it from behind. Oh crap!
My friend.
This thing has 120 break resist. In fact, I think I should probably switch.
All over.
Ouch. See, case in point. This is why I consider this one to be the hardest in a creature to go after.
Benefit from a change of strategy.
There's no time to delay. But still, we need a new strategy.
Why, yes. Yes, we do. Alright. So now that we had gotten in... Okay. Alright. Heal! I healed! What the heck?
I think we might benefit from a change of strategy.
Okay.
There's no time to delay. But still, we need a new strategy.
So, yeah. I'm gonna do this real quick. I am going here to knock out some enemies so I can get some more affinity. Because, given them what's going on,
Let's not underestimate that.
I do want to hit some more affinity before facing off against this beast so I can be a little bit more prepared.
Has been bustling lately.
That'll work.
We've become like one big family.
You never have the time to feel lonely anymore.
Stop trying to make this weird for me.
Alright.
Looks like they might.
Alright, this time I think we should be ready. So, I'm not going to go for an immediate break on this one, guy. Because I don't want to waste any of my HP right off the bat. Okay, that's an Elemental Awakening. Alright. God! Will you... Laura, get up! Thank you. When stuff like that happens, I like hit it to try to bust out a heal right off the bat. Alright. Alright. So, anyway. Now that we're finally getting into the gist of this fight, what I like to do is trying to build up as much of these orbs as we can. And of course, always fall back. Wow!
I refuse.
Alright, you know what?
Unexpected.
Thank you. Because I'm not taking any chances with that. Okay. See if I can try to heal up these guys. Maybe go for a heal. Yes! Yeah! Oh, wow!
To live for. Hey, are you alright?
Okay, good. It evaded. Alright. Oh, cool! Get a break. Can we go for a topple? Nope, didn't think so. Oh, come on! See, this guy hits for a lot of damage.
Gonna lie there, Jin?
Alright, this is... I'm actually a little concerned right now. Ah! Yeah. Remember when I said that I consider this to be the second hardest? I'm afraid I wasn't exaggerating.
Rise, Laura.
You cannot.
But at least we're doing at least something hit to it. No, crap. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, I've been trying to get into... We have no affinity left at all. What the heck? Alright, let's see if I could at least try to go for something. Oh, no. Alright. Alright. Going for a level 4. Because we need to get all that.
Bend to my will.
Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright. If I could just get it up just a little bit more. Switch, switch, switch! Yes! Are you kidding me? Alright. Alright. So let's see if I can go for maybe a level 2. Alright. Okay, cool. Yes! Okay, here we go. Everyone should be involved in this. Yes! So, gonna go for the very order that I got myself in.
We're not. Your turn, Adam.
Excellent. Don't lead the rear guard to me, Bridget.
Okay.
Plenty more where
Oh, crap! No, I botched it! I botched it!
Any last words?
This is bad. I botched it. I might have lost this. Might as well go for broke. It would be miraculous.
Don't expect
Nope.
to recover from this. Emperor Hugo.
I got cocky.
Chain attack, finish.
I got cocky. I lost this. Okay. Oh, another break! Wow! Luck be a lady today! Okay. So, we're gonna try this again. This time I actually have a plan. Alright, got an elemental burst.
It's not over.
Alright.
Elemental burst.
Alright.
Keep going. Be my guest. Astounding.
Okay.
I can follow that up.
Astounding.
Jin, I'm trusting you.
Zero blade. Astounding.
It's not over. Mithra, take over.
Chroma dot.
Magnificent.
Alright. Pretty much any of these will prioritize me. So let's do it.
Elemental burst.
Obstinate thing.
Magnificent. Ice revolution. Elemental burst.
Alright.
No mercy.
Let's see here. Go for Minoth, I guess. Okay, here goes. I hope this is enough. Oh no, I don't think it's enough. Oh, oh yes, it is! It is! Yes!
Here's one for Torna. One at a time, huh? Magnificent.
Your keen observer.
Enemy down.
Woohoo!
Looks like I'm on dinner duty tonight. Does anyone have any requests?
Meat. Meat.
Understood. Let me consider our options.
Okay. That sucked.
Tempered by discipline. This power
But
is for you.
with all that has happened,
Polished to a high shine.
we definitely got some good rewards out of it. I probably should have showed this one before, but
This power is for you.
oh well.
I'll keep giving it my all. It would appear I'm stronger. I knew the practice would pay off. I knew the practice would pay off. I knew the practice would pay off.
All right.
No one
Just kind of
hurting my friends. This should be wild.
just giving our buddies a chance
No one is hurting
to
my friends.
get a much needed
No one is
upgrade.
hurting my friends. More power for me.
I'll make you even prouder. Just you wait for it. This'll work better now. I'll make you even prouder.
I don't think prouder is a real word,
Strength
but
can't be earned through sheer force. Is it me, or have I become stronger? Strength can't be earned through sheer force. My flame burns ever brighter.
let's see here.
Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
My technique has improved. My technique has improved. My technique has improved. I grow ever more polished.
Aha.
My technique has improved.
And that's it. So we got the shaft chip and we got the booster chip. Ooh, these are some good ones. Yeah. The Armor Crossier is a very good choice to go for. Alright, let's see here. Oh, actually. Yeah. I guess maybe the horn chip will be good. The skull gun knives has a good ring to it. Let's see. This is going to be some pretty interesting choices to go by. Alright. So I think I kind of gotten the idea for this one as it is. So. I think, given how things have been going, I think we have time for maybe one more boss. And this one that's coming up is actually not as bad as you think.
Well, shall we continue?
Where can we find this oh-so monster that we can only be found out here in the sand corridor? It's gonna be right over here. It is going to be... should be right down here, I think. Yep, there it is. I'll say, what is making that splashing noise?
Aren't we intrepid?
Might as well. We have probably one of the more interesting bosses. If there's one thing that I would recommend that you do here and now, don't use any specials. Saying this right from the get-go. Don't use specials. The reason of why I don't recommend that you use specials is actually going to be because this particular enemy will actually regain HP for every time that you do use any of your specials. The only times when I would definitely say that you could use your specials is it if you want to get desperate. Hugo!
My watch.
You can do this, Hugo.
Alright. See if I can maybe try to maneuver around this guy a little bit. Alright, I need to switch. Switch to haze. I need to heal. Real bad. There we go. Yeah. So if you couldn't tell, I consider this one to be the third hardest. Alright. Go for a heal. Prolonging any use of specials is the way to go for this particular monster. Alright. Alright. Aegean's down. Alright. Okay, like I said, don't use specials. The only times when I would recommend that you use specials is if you're gonna get desperate. Alright. But all around, this fight is really not that bad. I say that just as for when I fell. Oh, that's bad. Snapping blossoms. Ugh. I guess in a situation like this, I might as well use a special. Yeah, just keep an eye on that health meter whenever I'm using a special. Even though that it may seem like it did some damage, I actually kind of screwed myself a little bit. Alright, I need to heal. There we go.
Master Adam, your tale isn't over.
I guess I am kind of getting a little desperate, but for a situation like this, if it'll do a lot of damage, then sure. Get off! Alright. Oh boy, that's bad. Yeah, some of its HP restored her just from doing that alone. That's why I recommend that you not use specials. So maybe switch it up. Might as well. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! Yeah, it regained HP just from doing that. And to make matters worse, it consumed the elemental orbs. This is what I was talking about. Don't use specials, it will restore his HP. Chugga Conroy, you hearing this? Calling you out! Oh wait, no! I did not mean to do that crap! Oh boy, that's bad.
Thank you, Haze. But it is dangerous for you to be close to them.
Yeah.
Ready to unleash the elemental attack.
This is what I was talking about.
There's no time to delay. But still, we need a new strategy.
Yeah, it's called not using specials unless you're getting desperate. Because it will consume the elemental orbs every time that you use it. Was trying to tell you about that sooner. So, let's try this again. And maybe have a bit of a better luck on it this time around.
My friend, printed minds at ease. Oh God!
And this also has some pretty high break resist. Alright. This will be a little time consuming, but it is doable. Alright, got me enough. Here we go. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what will happen if you use a chain attack on it, but... You know what, let's try it.
I can take
Come
over.
on, this is the best part.
With me.
Excellent. How about another round of carnage?
Even when I'm doing may seem stupid, at least it's something.
Chain attack.
Nice face. Hey, where are you going? Uh-oh. So yeah, just relying on your other moves is the way to go. Aegean, we talked about this. Oh boy, Elemental Awakening. Oh, what? Okay, I know this thing is a little bit higher level than I am, but come
We
on!
must consider our options carefully.
Okay. Third time's gonna be the charm. In fact, it's a good thing my charm hasn't worn out just yet, but I'm sure within a little bit it will. And also, why is that making such a splashing sound? We're in a desert! Doesn't make sense. Alright, uh-oh. Alright. You have to see this thing actually break. Hit on a little bit, but... Alright. 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 What? Oh, go!
Are you alright, Lord Hugo?
Oh boy. Come on. And Need that healing halo. Yes! Got my team have back up and back up. Alright. 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 Oh boy. Did it too early. Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay. Do that. Do that. No. Heal. Heal, heal, heal. Heal, heal, heal. Yes! Alright. There we go. Awesome. Oh boy. Heal, 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 heal. Yes! Alright. At least we're making some progress. Oh, we got a break. Go for the launch! Yes! Alright! I'm actually kind of surprised we were able to get one. Oh boy! Wait. Okay, it's okay. We're actually doing good. We're making progress. We're actually doing a pretty good job with this. Alright. Oh boy. C-bomb. Come on.
Master Adam, your tail isn't over.
Alright. 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 Okay, we're doing alright. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing good. Alright. There we go.
Master Adam, your tail isn't over. Take this.
Oh crap! Not what I wanted! This was not what I wanted! Might as well go for broke. Yep, look. It absorbed her over one of the elemental orbs. This is what I was trying to prevent. No! Ah! Adam! If it wasn't for my timing on that one...
There's no time to delay. But still.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is at this point, I'm gonna cut ahead until I beat this thing. It really isn't that hard of a fight. It's just time consuming, and even the slightest mistake can screw you up big time. Alright, See you in a little bit. And there it goes!
What an incredible feat.
Oh!
Pour water to my mill.
Oh, come on. This is the best part.
It actually took me another try. Actually took me on this run. And I actually won. Wow. And we got the winning chip. Interesting. To which I say, wow. You know what? I think this is a Mithra's sword. This is her chip. Whew. Okay. Okay. I'm done. For now. Anyway. So.
Well, shall we continue?
Aren't we intrepid?
So, what's going to be happening now is we're going to be getting into a pretty big fight. What's coming up is pretty much going to be a super boss that I consider to be the hardest in the entire game. Let's talk to the half stage. Unlimited point. Yeah. Do we have enough? I don't think we have enough. We do not. So, what I'm going to do, off screen, I'm going to be doing some major amounts of leveling up. Because for what's happening, even I know that I'm not ready to take on this fight. And so, what I will do is this. There's going to be one last thing I'm going to do. And then I will go. What was I gonna say? We've already pretty much covered everything that I want for this episode, but just this next fight that we're gonna be seeing, this is gonna be one that I'm not exactly looking forward to. And also, I just realized Milton and Mikhail are not in the group anymore for this. We're at 81. There's no way I'm going to be ready for this. So, probably the best way on how to level up is not only going after these golden monsters, but going after probably the easiest one to go for is probably going to be the best boss to go for.
This is becoming addictive.
Because those will give us some of the best experiences out there. However, if you make yourself stronger enough to level up your blade to higher at S whatever. Let's see here, like mine for this one is S1 4 2 3 2 3. It's origin. You're kind of below average compared to everyone apparently, but having your blades at higher S ranks will make them just as much as stronger than ever. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. I believe there is a single item that might come in handy.
Let's polish up the structure.
Never mind. Sticky insects. Well, we can get those, no problem. I definitely focus on him trying to get those that are with really good for deals with damages and specials and all that. But him even having some good base affinity sort of would make some good use for that as well. Yeah, those are probably the best ones to go for on that. And so, with that, it might take me a couple of days to do so, and when I have the time to do it, or maybe sooner. But I'm gonna make myself some major preparations for what is to come. Since I took out 3 out of the 4 golden monsters, this next one's not gonna be it's gonna be no slouch. And thus with that, as we stare at the ultimate titan that was gazing into our souls, we're gonna end things off from right here. Next time, the hardest fight in the game will arrive. See you guys then. Get yourself prepared.